Hey Gears, nice to see you. Welcome everyone. Friar Tuck here. This is my Epoch. I am sitting here with my new hammock, and I am sitting here in the state forest just outside of Silver Lake here in Florida. So what I wanted to do is I kind of want to tell you guys what's been going on. I know I haven't been talking a lot for the last few days. If you guys are keeping up on my community posts, you can definitely you'll know a little bit of what's going on. So you guys know that I met up with Prophet, and Prophet and I and Sam have been having a gay old time. It's been pretty fun for the most part. So we are sitting here waiting to go out into trail. So kind of here's the plan, and this is kind of what we're working on. Is we're waiting for Prophet to get something from Amazon so that we can, and then we're gonna get on the road. So we're supposed to be on the road either tomorrow, or we're gonna be on the road. We're gonna be on the road Sunday morning, and then it'll be about a 3-day walk. So what we were gonna do is we were gonna do a road walk, but we decided because I want to take Sam out on trail. I want to keep her out on trail. Road walks are fine and everything, and she does fine, but I kind of want to let her loose. And so for the last couple of days, she has been running loose, running around, getting herself into trouble per usual. So she's been going in the swamps, and so she's wet and she's dirty and she needs a bath, but oh well, I'm going to let her clean herself. But yeah, the last couple of days she just keeps jumping in the swamp that's over here by camp, and laying right in it. It's kind of, it is what it is. But we're on the western side. So the Florida Trail splits just south of Orlando, and then here in Ocala is where it joins up. In the Ocala National Forest is where it joins up. And so we're on the western half. So what we're going to have to do is walk about 20 miles or so, maybe 25 miles north through to the intersection. Then we'll have to walk about 5-10 miles back to the Salt Springs. What's it called? The Salt Springs Trail. Okay, which is a spur trail off of the Florida Trail. And so from what Prophet's been telling me there is that they have a lake and that they have a warm springs there. So he says that the water's always 70 degrees. It's fresh, clean water. It's coming right out of the spring. I'm really looking forward to that because I hate the water in Florida. I'm not a fan of the swamp water. It's part of the reason why I've never really been a fan. I mean, I like the Florida. Here's the thing. So between doing the Florida Trail, the Alabama Road Walk, and the Pinhoti, I like the Florida Trail because the Florida Trail happens to be flat, but I hate the swamps. I don't like the crud that's in the water. I forget what they call it. Anyways, I don't like that, and and I hate mosquitoes. So those are the three things I hate about the Florida Trail. But it's flat. You could do a lot of miles. So if you need to cover a lot of ground, you can cover a lot of ground on the Florida Trail. Whereas with the Alabama Road Walk, that was easy because it was a road walk. It was rolling hills until I got to the very end to get up to the start of the Pinhoti Trail. And I'm telling you that was a walk. And I like that because I had ease of access. I mean, I had clean water because after coming off the Florida Trail, I mean, that became something that I really, really cherished, was just having clear and clean water. And then from there, getting on the Pinhoti. I love the Pinhoti. Yeah, there are some days where you're not going to make more than 10-12 miles in a day just because of the terrain. But the thing is there's so much water, clean, crisp drinking water, stuff that man hasn't really touched unless he's on the trail before it makes it into its main tributaries. And that was what I really loved about the Pinhoti Trail. And quite frankly, Prophet and I have been making plans. Him and I may end up hopping a train together, and we're gonna try and see if we can make Mardi Gras. And if we do that, then we also are probably going to look at doing the North Country Trail this year because we want to make it to Minnesota for the Great Lakes so that my little puddle jumper can go run and jump in all the lakes she wants and not worry about getting eaten by alligators. So anywhere there's fresh water, expect there to be alligators here in Florida. So every time she jumps in that water, I got to worry that, you know, maybe she's not going to come back out because she becomes a meal for an alligator. So hopefully she's smart enough to see that coming. But if any of you guys have any questions, please ask them. That's what this whole thing is for today. Is I want to answer your questions, kind of give you guys an update, let you know what we're working on. So I mean, that's kind of like a long-term plans. It's nothing's etched in stone, but we're kind of, you know, it's like, yeah, that would be cool if we did it. You know, whether or not it happens is another story. You know, it seems to be the way it is. But you know, Prophet and I are going to be camping together for a couple of weeks. Him and I last night, we created a video. So he has unique gear compared to what I see most hikers have. Plus he's been out here long term, so he knows what works, what doesn't, what's going to be his convenience and what's not going to be a convenience for him, because I mean, he's been doing this for over 6 years. And so one of the things there that we're really going to you know, go over is all the different things in which he has. So tomorrow, so I've been working on raising money. I've raised all my YouTube money has gone because it went to the dog. Plus the other money that I raised that went to. I had a friend bit by a gator while walking his dog in Plant City. I don't know where Plant City is. So, but anyways, just you know, I went through everything that you know, that I had, and when we get to Silver Springs, I plan on applying for food stamps, because it just on one hand, I think, because flying this sign, I mean, today I made like $40. The other day I made like $25 in like, hey, Hobo Thomas, you know, I made like $25 in like an hour and a half. And so, I mean, I need $20 every 3 days for Sam and I to survive. The problem is going to be when I get to areas like Salt Springs may not have the necessary population. Now, it's a small town. I might be able to sit outside the grocery store and do that for a while until I get my food stamps. But I need to really work on raising money as best as I can to be able to support us until those food stamps come in. Unlike what it used to be, so 10 years ago, you would walk into a food stamp office and say, I'm homeless, I need food stamps. They would give you your food stamps immediately. They would give you an emergency food stamps to start with so that you had something that day or within a couple of days. And then, you know, you got 6 months and then you had to keep going in and reapplying. Well, now what they want you to do is they want you to apply, and then they're going to do all this stuff, all this bureaucracy, you know, either online or over the phone or whatever. And then 30 days later, you're going to get your food stamp card. So, you know, I think that is counterproductive. It is something that really is harmful to the homeless community, especially if you're traveling, not only to keep your nose clean, but to just, you know, you want to travel, that's your thing. You know, I think having, you know, being able to get food stamps should not be, oh crap. Sorry about that, guys. My phone fell. I think that having food stamps should be something that is that should not be such an obstacle for the homeless, because a lot of homeless, you know, it's very rare that you're in a place that actually feeds well enough to where you don't need your food stamps. Like in Cincinnati, I could survive without my food stamps, but here in you know, here in Florida, it's a little bit harder to survive without food stamps, especially if you've got to buy your food because, you know, you're in a forest, because they really have a negative attitude towards the homeless here. Most of the homeless are pushed out into the forests, and then all of a sudden you have all that crap that happens, and then the police come and break it up, and they don't want you in the forest, but then they force you into the forest. And so you know, that means that you're going to be in rural cities, you're going to be out in rural areas, and, you know, some areas just don't have the traffic. So having something like food stamps is going to allow you to survive in a rural area, so that you know, it is what it is. You guys understand my situation and the way everything goes, because you guys have been following me for a while. And to all my new subscribers, over the last month, I have gotten 200 subscribers. That is a huge growth for this channel, and for all of you new subscribers, welcome. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so that whenever I go live, because I mean, it's just sometimes I got to do it on a whim. But tomorrow, the video that's going to be coming out is going to be Prophet's gear. And since we're gonna be going to the state park, the cool thing is he gets a discount because of his situation, And so we're gonna, hopefully we can use that discount and actually save some money and go in and get a shower, and maybe even do some laundry before we go out on trail, have clean clothes and a clean body before we go, however many weeks without a shower. So yes, Rugsy, I am well, I am fat, I am happy, so I am doing very well. So if any of you guys have any questions about what's going on, what it's like out here, anything that you want to know about from Prophet, if you ask now, I can even ask him, because he's sitting here right next to me in his hammock. So I mean, you guys have questions for either one of us, especially because if you guys remember last year when I first got on Florida Trail, he was the hobo, the traveling hobo or something like that. We got almost 1,000 views on it. It was one of my best videos of the time, and he was very popular, and him and I made friends and stuff like that. So that's why we hooked up again this year. And that's why I'm making sure to kind of show off some of his stuff, because I mean, in a lot of ways, he's a mentor, not only to me but to you guys as well in some ways, because he's been doing this nonstop for, I guess, what, 2016 is when you started?
2016, yep.
Yeah, so he started in 2016. So and he was telling me what he really liked about it. Like, he went to the Redwoods his first time, which I don't want to go back to California, but I after his story, I might want to go visit the Redwoods if I can. But it's just that's what this session is here for, is for you guys to ask any questions that you have. So Bushcraft, how are you doing? I have not. Are you still posting videos, or have I been unsubscribed from you? Have you looked into obtaining the Python hunting license? Get you access to places? No. What kind of places do I get access to with a Python hunting license? And what do I need to kill a python? Those are two questions that I have on top of that. Do you know anything about that, Prophet? No?
No, I know they I've been encouraging people to try to eat the pythons down here.
Oh, you're trying to encourage people to eat the python?
Not me, that the hunting game, so that people get rid of them, the invasive species. They're
okay.
Encouraging people to eat.
Oh, you're encouraged. Yeah, I know. We saw a snake on the side of the road yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, cool, dinner." I'm like, "No, I'm not up for roadkill yet. I ain't that desperate." So, let's see. So that's so it's going to be a 3-day hike there. Okay, Bushcraft. I was worrying because I haven't seen anything. Are you feeling well? Are you doing well? You get paid for them. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We might look into it after the live stream. Hey, and guys, don't forget, likes are free. So if you haven't smashed that like button, smash that like button. So, all right. Let's see. What else do we have going on? I still haven't. See, part of what's been going on is that, we're out here in the forest where we're at. We kind of have to sneak in and out. That's why I'm not giving you an exact location of where we're at. And, and so we got to be in by a certain time, and with life has been kicking me while I'm down. Well, hey, Bushcraft, if there's anything that we can do, let us know, man. We're a family here. You're part of the community here, so don't hesitate to ask. If there's something we can do to help, let us know. So because that's one of the things. And over on Patreon, I know that I've gotten a few new Patreon subscribers, and I would like to invite you over to Patreon if you're not on Patreon. It's $5 a month for behind the scenes, but what you really want is the hobo tutorials, because we go behind the scenes, kind of like in depth of the knowledge that I've gained and some of the stuff that I can't talk about publicly, especially as far as like things that go on out here, things that you can do and stuff like that. That goes on to hobo tutorials, and that's $10 a month. And I would really like to be able to grow that community, but there is a special function that Patreon has released, and all content creators have it. So if you're a part of somebody else's Patreon community, just know that this is available, which is the chat function. And in the chat function, what I'm really hoping to do there is to be able to create a network so that we can network with each other. Because we're all like-minded. We all are trying to accomplish the same goal, which is survival of life and the crazy crap that happens that we, no matter how prepared for it, we may not be fully prepared for. Okay, and so we may need to network with people. And as you guys, form relationships within that chat community, and get to know each other, and offer assistance amongst each other, because that's really what I'm hoping that it will turn into. Then when crap happens, you have a safety net. And I think that that's worth $5 or $10 a month, even just for that function alone. But that's for paid members only. And so you have access to this network, and that's really what I'm trying to do. So if there are, I know a few of you that are over there, you should definitely get over there, and start, posting in the chat. Just say hi there. That way people know that you're there. And I will start, I will start trying to be active in there as well, but I've been waiting for somebody to even ask a question in there. Now, another thing, guys, because I know that I've gotten a few emails over the last couple of weeks, people that are either new to being homeless or preparing to be homeless because they know it's going to happen within the next few weeks. I've had some people reach out to me. Free camping in Florida is awesome. Snake stew. Yes, Ricky. Link. I applied for. Okay. All right. So, I've been getting emails, and people are asking me for my advice, like what would I do here, and how would I do this, and how would I do that. And I want to let you guys know that there are multiple ways that you can reach out to me if you have questions, if you need some advice or whatever. I'm not going to charge you for it. You're a subscriber. You're part of my community. You're part of the family. I'm not gonna charge you for it. Now, if you wanna drop something in my tip jar, then you're more than welcome to. And I've had that happen quite a few times. But for the most part, do you smell a fire? Okay, maybe it's just me. For the most part, I want to be able to be of service to you guys, because you guys are part of the hobo. Yes, Sam is doing very well. Yeah, she's actually taking a nap in a bush right now, and she sleeps in the hammock with me too. So, that's and I gotta, Prophet's going to be helping me out with a couple of pieces of gear that I need, and I truly appreciate it. Another thing, Rugsy, I think it was you who told me to do the wish list through Walmart. Now, I accidentally did a registry. Now, I'm going back in and I'm redoing it and setting up a list. But I would like, if you guys, when I get close to a Walmart, I'll definitely, share the link in either a community post or in a video, and I'll tell you about it. That way, if you guys want to help me with my gear replacements, because there's stuff that I have to replace regularly. Like, so one of the things I did when I got here to Silver Springs is I stopped by Walmart and I got the $30 Sawyer water filter, because I know I'm going to need it, and I can't get away without it. I don't want to sit there and burn twigs and run a fire, because you got cool down time. So it's just easier to have the water filter and just have it for when I need it. And at least once a year I'm gonna want to replace it, just because I'm outside all the time. Once it gets wet and you go into like near freezing or below freezing temperatures, that will destroy the membranes and it's no longer functional. So if that happens, so like I'm supposed to sleep with it in my sleeping bag or something like that, to be able to protect it at night or during cold weather. And so sometimes if that, I don't realize it's going to be that cold, and then I wake up, it's 30 degrees, well, my water filter's screwed. So every time, gravity filter systems. All right, Bushcraft, why gravity filters over the over like a Sawyer squeeze? Just out of curiosity. Watch out for forest fires. They sell a forest fire survival blanket for flash fires. I did not know that. Hey, Cherokee, nice to see you, man. So, yeah, and I managed to, anyways, seeing Cherokee just set my mind into weed. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, I just ran out of, but one of the things I wanted to do to treat myself for all the hard work that I did over the previous month, with raising the money that I did to pay for, it was like 39 last night. But in order to be able to kind of reward myself for all the hard work I did, I went and I bought myself an 1/8 for the trail. But I ended up finishing it off last night. And I'm probably, no, it's not. I don't believe that, Hobo Tom. Really? It's going to snow in Florida? No, it's not supposed to snow in Florida. At least not down here. So you can filter 3 liters at a time. You can build one with the Sawyer filter. Huh. Okay. That's I'll have to look into it. And I'll even talk with Prophet about it. But if you guys have any questions for me or for Prophet, please let me know, definitely. And don't forget to hit that like button, because likes are free and they don't cost you anything. So I wipe my feet and hit the like button. All right. Hey, Camping Cage, nice to see you, man. So, but anyways, I'm probably gonna spend about another. Thanks, Camping. I'm probably going to spend maybe another 10 minutes on here before I start closing out, just because of battery. But yeah, like I said, I haven't been able to get much of a charge on my. If it wasn't for the power block that was sent to me by, I think it was Jeremy that sent that to me, I would probably be worse. No, I'm sorry. No swamps this year. I did my swamps last year. I ain't doing any more swamps this year. Screw swamps. I ain't doing it. I refuse to. I will throw a temper tantrum and refuse. And but the dog, she'll love it. She'll definitely love it. So let me show you guys where Sam is. Let's see if you can see. There's Sam. So, Sam is doing well, but no, I ain't doing swamps. I'm done with swamps. I hate swamps. Some people like it. Snakes don't like the cold. Yeah, well, I might be a snake then, because I don't like the cold either. You can make Tucky great again, huh? Yeah, that's funny. That's really, really funny. You guys are a riot, man. I truly enjoy you guys. I've been thinking about doing a live stream for about 3 days, and this is the first time I'm like, oh, yeah. So Sam must be having the time of her life with all the travel. She's having the time of her life just exploring. So, she's not on leash. As soon as we cross over into the park and we get far enough back, I take her off leash. She's become. We're trying to teach her how to find camp, so that she doesn't get lost, or if we get lost, she can find us home, or find us our way home. But she has been, she's having the time of her life. Sorry guys, my battery just okay. Yeah, but she's been having the time of her life, guys. So but it is what it is, but hey, and if any of you guys are still feeling in the holiday spirit, I am too ugly to prostitute. Sam is my pimp, and she can swear that I am too ugly. I have lots of women that tell me that my sign is correct. But anyways, if you want to leave a tip down at my tip jar, that's great, fantastic, wonderful. If I have a choice between you coming over to Patreon or leaving a tip in my tip jar, I would rather you come over to Patreon, because you're going to enjoy that. That's going to be something for something. But if you want to help me and Sam with our food budget, leaving a tip in the tip jar, at least for this month, is going to make all the world of difference for the both of us. But anyways, so do any of you guys have any more questions for me, or anything else like that? Oh yeah, by the way, this hammock right here it's an extra large. So it's an extra large, so what, it's longer
and wider too.
Longer and wider. So yeah, Sam, so what I do is I hop in my sleeping bag, and then Sam hops and I get in here, and then Sam hops in here. No, I'm happier out on trail and with less morons to deal with. That's really what it is. I haven't had an abundance of stupid people in the last week, and so therefore I'm happy. Be careful, zombie deer. Oh, yeah, I've heard. Do they have zombie deer here in Florida? I thought that was more north, but okay. If they got zombie deer, we might try and Walking Dead them. Just kind of walk up and pretend to be like a zombie deer ourselves. So we can blend in and get through the pack. What do you think? So, but yeah, she's been having a blast. She have you ever used the sign smile? Well, you still have teeth. Always seems to work. I like that one. Smile while you still have teeth, and then I should show my teeth. God, man, that's embarrassing. One of these days, I'm gonna have to have most of my teeth pulled and probably either have implants, or I'm going to have to go to dentures. I used to live there. It's very homeless friendly, but also lots of drugs. mental health. So watch your back and don't trust many people. Are you talking about Silver Springs or Salt Springs? Because we're only going to be here till tomorrow, and then we're going to be heading to Salt Springs. So we're already on our way out. And yeah, I can tell missing in action is my teeth. Yeah, that. Yeah, fallen soldiers. Yep, they fell. That's funny. But you know, it's just yeah, we're heading to Salt Springs. But anyways, yeah, Sam crawls up in the 1930s. Oh, hey, Paranoid, glad to see you. Hollywood, hold on. Discovered Silver Springs, and over the years, scenes from the last at least 20 movies were filmed here, including Rebel Without a Cause starring James Dean, Distant Drums starring Gary Cooper, the James Bond movie Moonraker, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and 6 Tarzan flicks. So wow. So okay, Silver Springs is definitely it explains why they're nice here. As far as gators, Thomas, no, I haven't seen any gators this year, but I've only been here for a little bit, and I've only been out here in the forest for maybe not even a week, 3-4 days. So, you know, I haven't even traveled enough to be able to see any gators, but I saw some last year when I was going into St. Mark's. We had one that was tracking another hiker, and I kept telling him, I was like, man, that alligator's tracking you, man. He's like, no, he's just posing for the camera. I'm like, yeah, well, let's see if you make it out alive. So, you know, these creatures, they see you, they get hungry. They're not here to play. They're not cute and cuddly. Even though they may look cute and cuddly, they're not cute and cuddly. Just Marion County in general, but Salt Springs is pretty nice, and they have a nice campground and fishing spots. All right, Rugsy, have fun. Stay safe. Stay warm yourself. Okay, so let's see. Marianne, okay. Salt Springs is pretty nice. They have a nice campground and fishing spots. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, one of the things that Prophet has is a telescoping fishing pole. Maybe I'll get him to use it. Maybe we could do some fishing. Oh, when I was on the what was it, the Sunrail, I ran into like a native Indian, and one of the things he told me for Sam is that I need spearfishing rules. Okay. One of the things that he told me is he said, have Sam catch and get her first fish, and it'll make her nose better. She'll be able to smell better and stuff like that. There's something about eating wild versus unprocessed fish, and just let her eat the thing whole. And so I'm gonna go through the effort and try and see if I can get her to do something like that and eat a fish. Who knows? She will. She won't. We'll find out. She's kind of a picky eater. She won't eat. She pretty much likes anything that's not processed. So, but all right, guys. It is. I know I've got less than 20% battery. It's yes, sir. You get big fish like groupers. Okay. All right. We're gonna. Hey, you know we can spearfish too. Did you know that? Okay. So, yeah, he didn't know we could spearfish either. So, anyways, guys, you know how to help the channel? Redfish. Okay. All right. Gonna have to look into that. All right. So, you guys know how to help the channel. Become a subscriber if you're not already subscribed. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button. If you are a subscriber, don't forget to hit that bell notification. If you want to contribute to the channel, there's multiple ways you can do it. The way I prefer is that you come over to Patreon, become a Patreon subscriber, and otherwise just leave a tip down in my tip jar. It's all down in the description. If you guys have any questions, need to reach out to me for anything, you can do it through my website, which is in the description. It goes right to my messenger, and I will respond within a day. Yes, I do have Instagram, but it's for Sam. Sam has 3 channels: Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. On YouTube, she is Adventures of Sam the Dog. On TikTok and Instagram, it's Sam the Dog 2323. Yes, it is definitely stress-free, but there are some times when you want to slap the shit out of the map maker. You really do. Because it's like, and I found out, because I was reading some of the literature on the Florida Trail, Bradford Bay is supposed to be an obstacle course. No wonder I hated the damn thing. I mean, who wants to do an obstacle course when you're supposed to be sightseeing? I mean, come on. Is that irony or an oxymoron? I don't know. You tell me. But anyways, guys, you know how to help the channel. There are many ways you can do it. It's all down in the description. If you need anything, please be sure to reach out to me. I responded within a day or two, and I'll be more than happy to help you answer any questions that you might have. Down those heat sensors for your smartphones. Okay, I will have to do that. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you when we get to Salt Springs. That'll be the next time I go live. See you guys then.